Hello, welcome. First session of the week. Welcome to the live session for the for this NY session. I hope that you guys are ready for this trading day as first day of the week. We can expect quite a few surprising move in the market. Um, Looking at XAUSD, looking at the daily chart here, weekly and also the monthly price action, we saw that there was a significant move. Weekly price action also, we see there is a significant move here. Daily price action also, so far we have seen a strong bounce for our time frame, also forming potential candlestick pattern here. So let's quickly look at the monthly chart as XAUSD starting with, and also we will be looking at euro dollar, GBP and also dollar yen to see what's happening. Dollar yen, we can see that there is um, a very good move on dollar yen, which we might find potential entry, as dollar yen showing that it's in a downtrend. Dollar yen price action looks nice here as well. So along with XAUSD, also we'll be looking at dollar yen, as you know, whichever instrument trending, we will be looking to enter into the trade. We are on a trade on dollar yen already. After you start this one, we have opened another one. So dollar yen, as well as we can see that XAUSD currently from that resistance line is expected coming down here. So before we do the full analysis, let me see that everyone is ready here. You can say yes on the live chat if you're ready. Harun, welcome. No live today, or he's late. I mean, thank you very much, guys. If you are here, say yes so that the live chat become active. Say yes on the live chat. Okay, so first of all, looking at on XAUUSD, looking at the bigger picture, looking at the monthly chart to see overall direction in the market. So from the monthly, we can see that this is the monthly price action here. And in this monthly price action, okay, so if you look at the monthly resistance line here, okay, so this is the monthly resistance, which is turning support here. And the trend here is bullish. From here we can see there is an impulse to the upside, followed by this pullback, and we can see another impulse here, followed by deeper pullback, and we can see there is another impulse here on XAU USD. So from that perspective here, this is the monthly bullish engulfer on this one. And if we look at the weekly chart here on XAUSD, we can see that from the weekly, there is a gap open here. So this is the gap open in that area. And from that gap open, if you closely look at it, we can see that this is the gap open, and a pretty strong gap open on XAUSD. From the weekly, we saw that almost 100 pip gap on this move here in this lower time frame. And with this gap open from the daily, we can see that so far the market forms series of higher low here. Okay, so which is potentially bouncing back up. And looking at the very lower time frame, here, we can see that if you look at the 5-minute chart here, and in this lower time frame, if we closely look at it, we can see this is a resistance line here. Okay, so there's a resistance here, resistance here, and with those resistance line on XAUUSD, we can see the market here is okay. So with this resistance long rejection, and also with this resistance long rejection, quite a few long week rejection in that area on XAU USD, and with that long wick rejection, we can see that this is the move pullback, another move pullback. So the market in that area in a sideways movement. And as you guys have seen quite a few analysis that I posted on the channel, here is this is the resistance where the market, whenever penetrating to the upside, getting a very strong sharp drop here from that level. Now at the moment we can see that on XAUSD here, after this sideways movement, the price after whenever it's approaching that liquidity zone, it's getting a rejection. So if you guys look at it, you can see here every time the price is approaching that level, okay, so every time the market is approaching that level, getting a very strong rejection from those levels here. So here is the price approach that level and then has got a very strong rejection. We can see the market approach that level and also has got a strong rejection here. Now as the market approaching those levels, getting strong rejection, we can see the market in fact showing that pattern that potentially we could see a downward pressure in that area. So therefore, if we look at here in this lower time frame, expecting XAUSD to potentially a drop here. So there is a long wick doji here. So we can see that in that area on XAUSD from that level where there is a high liquidity, expecting for this market to potentially drop here in that support level. So this is a long wick candle here as well. We can see there's quite a few long wick candle formation. So in that zone, as the market approaching those levels, having a strong rejection, expecting XAUSD to potentially drop down in that direction. So looking at again 1 minute chart to see how the price action is evolving, we can see that lower time frame price action is in a sideways. So therefore we'll be waiting for the market to show its hand. Okay, so any deeper pullback to the upside can give us that selling opportunity for short term at least. So this is what we're waiting for, the market to show its hand to give us that short-term opportunity in this market. So let's look at that here. Long wick candle, expecting for the market to potentially trend in that direction to create a new lower low in this market. So in that area, expecting for the market to drop to that support level where there is a high liquidity and with that zone here. So looking at this one here, long wick, expecting drop. So if we see the market manage to bounce here again, either creating another higher high, or from that zone we can look for potentially selling opportunity in this market. So this is the zone that would like to see the market it's showing its hand. I hope that guys you are understanding. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. And that's the zone that we will be looking for potential trading opportunity along the way. If we see proper price action confirmation, also you can look for entry opportunity. I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Don't hesitate to ask any question that you have probably. And yeah, let's look at the market from a very fresh perspective to give us potential entry opportunity. Sideways. So let's patiently wait for potential entry. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, so lower time frame price action, we can see some short-term move here on XAUSD. This short-term move might give that price back to that resistance line. And if you guys look at it, you can see this is a pretty important level of resistance here. And in that resistance here, there is a strong liquidity zone, and expecting for the market to potentially to return back to that liquidity zone to create a new higher high. Would like to see that how it might be doing. And in the meantime, we see sideway movement. That sideway movement could be pretty important level here that to look at. So if we look at the 1 minute chart and the higher time frame, let's look at the 15 minutes and the lower time frame here. This is the 5 minute chart. We can see the market potentially in this area. Okay, so it's forming a kind of triangular pattern, but not going in a very strong trend at the moment. So which is a zone that sideway narrow one candle sideway movement is not a very good market to for enter. But once we see that the market might have a complete breakout from that sideway market, so that's what we will be looking for, that entry opportunity. So you can see that this is a narrow triangular pattern here, and from that narrow triangle we could see the market boom has got a bounce breakout, and then we could see the market again trending in that area. That's what we will be looking for in this market to enter into the trade. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. And in the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot to take from here in this channel, so definitely something that will change the you look at the market. That's what we are looking here in this market, to find the best trade setup and also the best trading education possible for you to learn and grow as a trader. Now in this channel you learn the unique way to trade the market. So there are many ways you can trade the market, but the way we will be looking at here is completely unique way. And as you know that all our strategy based on price action, market structure and liquidity, which is the smart money way to trade the market. And that's what we will be looking in this market. Let's look at to see first of all one by one all the instrument it can be traded, but mostly we'll be looking here today on dollar yen, euro dollar, GBP, USD, as well as euro dollar. So you can see dollar yen has another rejection from the top, so there is a probability for dollar yen. We can see that dollar yen is in a very nice trend. Let's look at if we have any quick opportunity here on dollar yen. And if we look at here, you can see dollar yen in this lower time frame here. This is the 15 minutes perspective. 4 hour time frame also, the market from this resistance line has got a rejection here. 1 hour chart also, the market is getting a rejection here on dollar yen. And with that rejection, we can see this is the daily chart here. So the 4-hour time frame from this resistance line has got a rejection. So if we look at the 1-hour chart on dollar yen, we can see that the market is in a downtrend, and there is a strong support here on dollar yen. So if we look at here, this is where you can see the market. This is a liquidity zone, 24 pip level here, and looking for here. So let's look at here potentially. If we look for an entry, still I'm not entering, just looking to see potential opportunity in terms of risk reward and all of this. So we can see this is a bear market. We'll be looking at the multi-time frame daily price action. We can see that very strongly bearish. 4-hour time frame, also the market slowly dropping back here. It's a bit a late entry, but because from this support level we might see another potential bounce. But if we see the market has moved up again, we can look for an entry opportunity on dollar yen here in that area. So we're looking at, and here you can see that a big drop here, pull back, another drop, pull back, another drop, pull back the market, forming series of lower high and lower low, which is basically in a downtrending market structure on dollar yen. So from that perspective here, okay, so here is the market forming series of lower high and lower low, which is in a downtrend. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can see the market approaching that support level, and the daily price, we can see dollar yen in fact in a very strong downtrend here, and expecting it to come back to that support level where there is high liquidity here. So this is where with that high liquidity zone, what you can see that this is the 1-hour chart, 30 minutes perspective, and 15 minutes perspective here. We can see the market from this level here, big drop, pull back, another drop, pull back, and this is the local downtrend here on dollar yen. So this 15 minutes candle is closing, waiting for another potentially deeper pullback to the upside. We can look for potential entry here. So the 1-hour candle is forming a doji. What I see that XAUSD currently in a sideways, so we are looking to see if there is an opportunity on dollar yen. We'll go back to XAUSD once we see it is preparing for another move from here, from the price action. But at the moment we can see that on this one, this is where 1-hour chart here, expecting for the market to potentially drop to that support level on this one. So okay, the 15 minutes bearish engulfer. So looking for that price action, 15 minutes a bearish engulfer on dollar yen. And with that being said, we see the market may potentially bounce here, and after that bounce we could see that another downward pressure here. So this is a, if you guys look at it, you can see there is a breakup structure. This is what we always talk about the breakup structure. So when you see the market break from this structure in such an important level, that's where we will be looking for better trading opportunity. You can see that when the market breaks from those kind of structure, that's where we see the price grab liquidity and prepare for potentially bigger move here. So you can see that the price is broken above this resistance line and then immediately got rejected. So this is a false breakout. False breakout, looking at false breakout is very important, especially when you look at see the market does this kind of false breakout. That's where the market basically prepare for a potential bigger move, and that's what we are looking at in this market to see if how the price might be doing over the long term. So here is a neckline here of this. If you look at the 1 minute chart, you can see this is the neckline, and with that neckline the market has broken above, grabbed the liquidity, drop back down. We could see the price again moving up to the neckline of this support here, which is turning resistance here. From that zone, expecting dollar yen to trend in that direction to create a new lower low here. So we looking to see that dollar yen is potentially moving up and grabbing liquidity and then returning back, or from that zone here could be trending in that direction. So looking at again 1 hour chart, it is forming a doji. We can look to catch couple of pips here. We can look for potentially 10 pip. I wouldn't look for big, because from this support level there is a probability for another drop here. So I will be looking to catch 12 pip here from this support with a stop loss. Guys, keep in mind that it's key that you must put a stop loss 10 pip above the stop loss with proper risk management and catching that one around 10 pip. The trade is based on probability, so dollar yen expecting to drop here before it bounce back here. So this is a probabilistic trade, 10 pip stop loss and moving to this support level here. Okay, so before it bounce back up. So opening that one here on dollar yen for this potential drop. So we can see that 10 pip stop loss on dollar yen short trade is by market. So basically on the trade, and selling on Usdjpy for short term. And also I will be explaining the education. So guys, make sure that always keep eye on the education. This is the main goal here, is to learn the education. 1 trade, 2 trades doesn't matter, but the most important part here is to look for the educational part. That's where you will be learning and growing as a trader. So make sure you guys give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Expecting for a short-term drop here on dollar yen with 10 to 12 pip stop loss. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. If you're not enjoying, you can give a feedback, share your thought and opinion. Welcome. Yes, hello Wizard, welcome. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes sir, we can. So today is US bank holiday. We'll see large move paying out. Still the market moves. You can see dollar yen moving. XAUSD sideways. Yeah, that's true. And we can see dollar yen moving. We are taking it in an advantage. So you see bearish move, it's happening, and waiting for some pip gain on dollar yen. First trade of the week. Let's keep about on that. So waiting for the market to drop in the direction. We are sell on dollar yen. It's a bearish market, and dropping in that direction that we expected. So dollar yen bearish move. We can see that. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Yes, we are almost nearly hitting the TP target to 1.51.48 is the TP on dollar yen. So that's gonna give us around currently we are almost nearly to 10 pip running profit, and would like to see that it's dropping back further. And in the meantime, guys, by the way, our broker partner currently offering 100% deposit bonus, so you can find link in the description. You can use that link to sign up if you want to start your journey as a trader in a reliable brokerage. So you can find link in the description. You can use that. That will give you, depending on your location, but will give you almost 100% to some other percentage depending on your geography. So here you can see the market in that area from that long week candle expecting to drop again. One more downside pressure that needed to hit that TP target, and let's hold it still, and nearly there. One more drop could keep that TP target. And also I'll be explaining full education. I think we will be exiting the trade because as we see some long wick candle is being created, just 1 or 2 pip. So exiting the trade with how many pip here? In that one, we are 10 pip up on this trade. So okay, so 10 pip up. All right, so okay, there's one successful trade on dollar yen. Let's look at more what's happening with XAUSD. I would like a feedback on the live chat. How many traders here have opened this trade and got successful entry? Did you take the trade? Yes, of course. Why not? Go to stuff here. Absolutely. How many minutes time frame? Thank you very much. What time frame do you enter most of your trades? So depending on what strategy and which what I call the which instrument that I'm trading. Okay, so depending on what instrument I'm trading, XAUSD we mostly trade on 1 minute chart. Dollar yen, sometime 5 minutes, 1 minute. GBPJPY 5 minutes, 1 minute, or maybe 15 minutes, depending on the trading style. When we are trading on the lower time frame, such as 1 minute, especially the instrument that has a lower spread, that we use 1 minute chart. As you can see that this is a 1 minute chart on dollar yen, and it in fact worked out very well. So the most important part here is to look for the market to give us the pattern. That's what the most important part. If you guys have watched the video that I have posted on the channel, advanced chart pattern, you see that this is what we discussed looking at the advanced chart pattern. Let me bring that video. It gone very well, and I believe that you guys also watched that. If you haven't watched that, I would highly encourage you to watch that video. So let me bring that up here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so it gone very well, and that's really a real education that you will find here. So let's bring that up here. Now this is the video that I have posted I think over the weekend. Yeah, and okay, so most important part here is to look at, you can see that once you understand it, you can read advanced chart pattern. So let me bring that up again here. Okay, so now advanced chart pattern, reading an advanced chart pattern is sometime difficult, especially in the beginning of your trading journey. Okay, so when you look at when you're looking at the market, okay, so it's crucial that you understand that pattern. And if you haven't watched that video, I highly encourage you to watch that right now. And before you watch that, also make sure you subscribe to the channel for advanced education. As I mentioned, this channel is unique, and where you will find all the education that you will not find anywhere in this world. Why? Because trading education is rare. Okay, and you see that from your own eyes how we trade in this live market. I'm not doing some self advertisement, but saying you that so that you can get the right information for your own trading. Now looking at here, let's look at this dollar yen. In fact, how we can apply this this video that we have learned in the advanced chart pattern. Now if you haven't watched that, I highly encourage you to right now to watch that advanced chart pattern. Now you can see that here what where we applied that exactly the video is reflecting here. And let me bring that up here a little bit so that you guys know that you know, learning from the real example is where you will be learning exact trading. We bring that up, and then you guys know that exactly how it has been explained to do that. Okay, so let's from the cover page understand how to read that advanced chart pattern. Now here we discussed about not to buy here. Okay, so that you know that exactly what it means in that area. Not to buy here, to buy here. Okay, so in terms of buying, so it's gonna be the other way around when you are selling, right? So if you look at here, when you see this triangular pattern, okay, so this is a triangular downside for the bullish pattern. It could be the other way around, just you know, that flip mirror for the bearish pattern, or the other way around. Now don't buy here, only here, right? So this is what you need to look at when you are looking at the pattern. So now let's see the successful trade that just we have closed on dollar yen, how we can implement that strategy here. Let's straight going back to that chart. Now you can see that, let me draw that triangular pattern here. Okay, so you can see that here is, all right, so this is the, you can see exactly here, right? So the market has formed that triangle. All right, so we can see that this is where it's in a bearish market, right? The other way around. Now the market has broken above, liquidity grab, and then a straight drop back. Now when it comes down to buying, okay, so you'll be looking at that here because it's a bear market, so the other way around. Now especially what we need to look at is for the market to break down from that pattern, from that structure, and then grab the liquidity, return back again. That's where the opportunity. Now you can see once it drop, pull back, that's where we have entered. Understanding an advanced pattern will give you the real advanced trading education to become a consistently profitable trader. Guys, if you are enjoying this session, this education, then don't miss out right now. Smash the like button, and also always take notes so that you can remember what we are discussing. Don't forget that, as if you are attentive and more focused, you can become trader faster than any other trader, right? So it's all about attention, right? Where the attention goes, energy flows. So keep focused, stay focused, give more and more attention so that you can learn and grow as a trader faster, right? So the more time you will give, the more attention that you will give, the faster you will learn. I would like to see how many traders are passionate about learning faster. Yes, hey, how are you doing today, coach? I'm very good, thank you very much. Hello, sir. I joined late, sorry. Can you please go through gold for 2 minutes? Yes, absolutely. We'll go to that. Gold currently in a sideway, but we secured a dollar yen trade, which is a successful trade. And by the way, I would like to know how many traders are really passionate about and want to be a successful, consistently profitable trader. When you say, you actually bring it into the existence. So by saying yes, you are going towards it. So always stay positive and be optimistic and look for the long-term picture always. All right, so here is dollar yen secured. Now let's look at on XAUSD to see what's happening with this one here on gold. We can see the market. Let's jump back to the gold now to see that how the gold is doing. Now looking at first of all monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. Now from the monthly, we can see that this is the monthly price action here. All right, so this is where monthly impulse followed by this correction, and you can see another impulse followed by deeper correction. So back to back to monthly candlestick pattern here, we have seen that pullback followed by monthly bullish engulfer, and we can see this is another monthly candle here, and with that monthly price action. Okay, so let's look at that one here. This is the previous resistance here. Okay, so important level of resistance, turning support on the monthly. Looking at the weekly perspective here, this is the weekly price action, and there is a weekly doji here with a gap open. Now this gap open is quite important, 100 pip gap, guys. It's a big gap. So what that gap, always gap will say you something. Okay, so we will be looking at that part here as well, what this gap is in fact telling us. Only in my only trading on demo account for now. I'm going to try a funded. I think better to trade on a demo account before you going through anything. First learn on demo and then go for it. Yes, working hard towards it. Still working on getting my entries right. Yeah, so this is why we discuss about that, understanding the advanced chart pattern. All right, so looking at the market, okay, so we can see that, especially if you guys look at it, you can see when you look for the entry, when you are thinking about the entries, this is very important because um, entries, when you look for entries in the market, what you need to do is to find out what entry will give you high probability setup. And that's why this chart pattern, um, the lesson on the chart pattern is important, because that's where you will be learning exactly finding proper entry. This is a struggle. I know that in the beginning I had to go through the same process. Everyone in the beginning stage of trading struggle for finding a proper entry point. But once you become experienced, once you stick long enough, you can start to find those entry opportunity. All right, so that's where, if you guys look at it, you can see that this is the XAUSD. Let me also discuss that some other zone here. So for entry, all right, so every strategy has entry and entry criteria, especially exit could be risk reward or other way one can enter. But for finding proper trading opportunity, it is very important that, guys, that you have gone through proper, you have learned the proper strategy, because strategy should have an entry criteria, right? So do you have a strategy? I want to say yes or no. I want to see yes or no on the live chat if you have a strategy. Having a strategy is very important. Without a strategy, trading is like just not understanding anything. So, and when you look at a strategy, for example, if I give you an example here to know where to learn the strategies, let's look at, turn on this our tool here. Okay, so this is also now available on an AI format in the academy. It's gonna be really exciting. There is a lot to take from here. So you can see that here, not all of them, because we also have a time constraint here. If you guys look at it, you can see that this is the candlestick pattern, right? So there's a sell here, there's a sell here, and also there's a sell here. Now if you can win this kind of trade, let's say this one massive win, right? This one massive win. Now 2 or 3 wins, once you have proper risk reward setup on a single trade, 2-3 wins will give you everything. That's the secret, guys. That's what all the setup that are in the AI that currently using have, because manually sometime on a lower time frame, such as on the 1 minute or 5 minutes, finding candlestick pattern and then closing it in the right time, doing the risk management, it's really hard. But when you look at that proper candlestick pattern with precise technology added to it, that's where the opportunity. And that's why this strategy currently on an AI format available in the academy. And as in the beginning of the in our academy in the past also, we had quite a few tools. Now AI trading tool is one of our best tool available in the academy, and this is what we are forwarding towards, becoming a trader with having a strategy, who the traders can learn with that strategy, can understand the strategy, and also having a tool that they can use it. So this is the commitment from this academy, and you guys will be able to access, as I have already discussed in the group in the academy. And the only thing that this exclusive tool only will be available for the academy members. And we are on 2025, and I think that 2026, 27, 28, and then it's gonna be the time of AI. So if you guys but I don't advocate or recommend discuss about anything. without learning proper strategy. And that's why my first goal here is to train every member in the academy the strategy to trade by themselves before they use any kind of tool such as the AI trading tool. I'm not going to give anyone the AI trading tool before they learn to trade, before they control a risk by themselves. And every member who are in the academy are real trader, really want to be a trader. I'm with them to teach them how to manage the risk, how to find an entry, how to exit the trade manually. Once they get to that point that they can control the risk, they know how to trade, and then they are able to access the AI trading tool. And that's how it will be. And you can see that this is the indicator version, but anyone can access the indicator as long as you are in the academy, which is the trend following. And this is my um, trend following is the most profitable trading system one can ever have, because trading with the trend is the most profitable way to trade the market. And if you guys not trading with the trend, I know that, as I mentioned in the beginning, it might be pretty difficult to understand the trend. And that's why you see that in my chart there are 10 and 20 EMA. There are ways that I train in the academy as well, how to read strong trend, weak trend. There are two kinds of trend: strong trend, weak trend. And I don't like to trade on a weak trend, because trading on a weak trend, in fact, just giving you some pain, the market just moving a little bit upside and then coming down. But finding a strong trend during a high volatile situation, that's where we need to look at finding the zone, so that you can in that window, we normally love to trade the market with a in a strong trend with proper risk management. And that's all, guys. It's not a big deal, but as long as you know that, it becomes much easier to learn and grow as a trader. So let's keep looking at the market now. XAUSD, we can see that this is the lower time frame price action. On the lower time frame, we can see the market currently, you can see this is a resistance line here. The market multiple time grab liquidity, but currently in a sideways. Unless we see the trend confirmation, we will not be entering into the trade. As you know, that Jesse Livermore once said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. It's a metaphor for understanding how to be patient, right? So money comes from patience, not from trading. So once you are not trading, being patient, the trade will show by itself, right? So that's what we need to pay attention to and the focused on. Now let's quickly look at, here is XAUSD sideways movement. Now let's look at dollar yen again to see. In fact, we can see sideways again. Dollar yen, we have seen that move, and during the trend move we have taken the trade, which in fact has given that what we need. Let's look at now euro dollar, also little sideways. XAUSD, let's focus on this one here at the moment, though it is in a sideways, but let's wait for the market to show its hand. You can see that from this level, this is a big drop here on XAUSD, and then sideways, expecting it to drop here to that level, which is an important liquidity zone. And by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so. Okay, so you can see some short-term trend here and waiting for the market to show its sense from the intraday perspective. We can see that from this resistance line here, which is an important level of resistance, and from that resistance line we can see the market, we can see after rejection, expecting for the market to potentially drop back here to that support level where there is a high liquidity, and it's an important level of support here, expecting for the market to trend to that level and then to create a new lower low. So let's see that on the lower time frame, sideways movement. And the market, in fact, if you guys looked at the analysis that I posted early today, in fact the price almost did exactly the same pattern and rejected from that level. This is also a big education that you guys look at. You can, you know, connect all the dots after looking at that education, because that's where you will be seeing that how the market played out as per the analysis and what is the reason behind it. Look at all the details of that analysis, keep it as a reference, and then do it yourselves. That's how you will be learning. Okay, so that's how the real way to learn anything. So XAUSD waiting for a trend setup, moving in the trend, and then we will be jumping on the trade. Waiting for the market to show its hand. That's the key. With the 1 minute chart here, we can see the market in a big drop here, channel, expecting it to drop again in that direction. Locally we can see that this is a bearish pressure, but at the same time the market is approaching this support level here, which is very important level of support, and therefore from here either breaking below, dropping down, or moving up again. See that where it is heading to. All right, so for XAUSD, would like to find a proper entry, and then we'll be jumping on the trade. But at the moment, we can see the market showing some bearish pressure from this resistance line, and it may continue to drop further towards the downside. But what I think that as this market is trending here, we could see that the price potentially dropping back below, but we would like to see a potential strong liquidity grab on 5 minutes or 15 minutes before we jumping on that trade. We'll see that where it is heading. So dollar yen also keep pushing down here after this another candle formation. It's still dropping back below on dollar yen, and here it is on XAUSD trying to push back up here to that level. Okay, so here is an important support. 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Would like to see that the market is in a zone. Okay, so here is a big drop here. Okay, so and with that movement, look at here, this is an support on resistance. And here is support. Okay, and with that support we can see the market slowly moving up here. For entry, would like to see it's overextended in one direction, and then we will be looking into the trade. Yeah, you can see from this support is having a bounce. So we'd like to see that it's getting overextended in one direction. And in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. You can see from here a short-term upside here. Okay, so that's a bounce which is necessary to see the market is getting overextended in one direction. For us to find an entry, like to see that the market getting overextended in one direction. I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Also join the free Telegram channel for all the updates, education that I'm posting every single day. Now you can see after break of this high, it's getting again another downward pressure here. So you can see there is a long wick candle, and with that long wick, there is a long wick here, a rejection, another long wick candle, rejection. Here is a long wick, massive drop, bounce back up, drop again, drop again. We can see here in that area with this long wick candle with 20 and 10 EMA, the market from this resistance has dropped here, bounce back up, expecting it to trend in that direction to create a new lower low. Now if we look at, especially from the 1 minute chart perspective, what we can see that the market, 1 minute chart, we can see sideways, and with that sideways movement, the market, when it moves in a sideways, the most important part that we need to look at is which way the market potentially breaking out, right? So it's crucial to look at. Patience, as I mentioned, is the primary force that I would say in trading. So when you are patient, you started to understand actually the real flow in the market, because it takes a little bit of time to get into the zone to understand, in fact, which way the market is potentially heading to. And that's where some traders sometimes find it difficult to exactly find out the direction. Welcome. Yes, yes. Okay, I see that quite a few traders are want to join a VIP group. Or is the procedure? MD Aryan. So you can visit www.forextradingwizard.com and then click join now button. You will be able to see the procedure to join, to learn and grow as a trader in the academy. So you can find link below this video in the description. Visit www.forextradingwizard.com, and then once you are on the homepage, click join now button, and it will take you to the zone where you can find that entry to the academy opportunity. Any question, also don't hesitate to ask. There will be a lot to take from here. Thank you, Shayanduki. Yes, so there are some updates coming also. You guys, at the moment, you can visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com, where you will be learning and growing as a trader with me. There's training sessions available, and also you can have one-on-one mentorship. You can access the trading tools, courses, educations, and everything in the academy. Do you trade silver too? Sometime, but as you know, the silver and XAUSD gold, they're normally cousin, right? So they are brother. Therefore, they're almost moving in the same direction. Okay, so DD gold from they're moving in the same direction. So yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Which level are best for buy? Like question, but when you begging for every 3 minutes. Okay, so um okay, that's a compliment. Are there gold signals in academy? Yeah, absolutely. Um Gold signal, yeah, of course. We trade all of them: gold, dollar, yen, and euro dollar, British pound, US dollar, all of them. Um all of them. Okay, so XAUUSD, we can see that from here it's slowly uh, moving up with a directional bias, which is needed to see that the market is heading probably to the resistance line again. And that's where you can see that it's approaching that level. So from that zone, we could see the market is potentially returning back again. That's what we are looking at. Okay, would like to see that how far it might be going in that direction. Cool. And yeah, so this move on 1 minute chart is pretty important to see that it's going back up. If it is heading to any important zone, any important liquidity zone, that's where we will be looking for further entry opportunity in the market, right? So let's look at, and this is where you guys see that after forming that inverted head and shoulder, okay, it managed to bounce here on the lower time frame from the support level. Now it could go back up again, grab liquidity, and could return back again to the support level. That's what we are waiting for the market to show its hand here in that zone. So once we see that it has shown its hand, that's what we will be again jumping on the trade. That's awesome. Thank you very much for joining this live. And also, I would highly encourage you to focus on learning. One trade we can open and then can close. Okay, so one trade, winner or loser, may not make any big difference, but the most important part here is to focus on becoming a trader. Okay, so being is more important than doing. Okay, so everything determines for who you are. So if you want to be a trader, then you need to become a trader, right? So that's what we are doing here. Becoming a trader is more important than trading. So how do you become a trader? That's a very important question that one must ask. So understand it here. How do you become a trader? Okay, so I have another chart here that looking at what's happening with the euro dollar. Euro dollar has managed to break below again, and this is a, if we look at the 4 hour on euro dollar, just I was looking at that instrument as well. From this resistance line, euro dollar form this potentially downward pressure, and if we look at, we had a trade on euro dollar, how far it has gone, and it's at an entry. Okay, so we're running that or exiting that one. Would like to run, I think we might see that potentially uh, that drop on euro dollar. So the 1 hour, you can see it bounced and then returned back up, returned back down, and that market may continue potentially to drop, right? So we are on a trade on this one as well. Here is liquidity grab euro dollar. We have seen a bounce grab, liquidity grab, and then return back down, and that's where you can see the market showing its probability for a drop. And this is a support level that we have targeted for euro dollar, which is running in profit. So two trades today, one on dollar yen, which we have successfully closed, and then euro dollar. So let's catch that one as well. Would like to see that it's breaking below in that direction to the support level. You guys are excited about those trades? Let's know here. This music is really off. Let's change it. Let's change this. Euro dollar is moving down here to the support level. Here is a bearish engulfer, and the market is trending in that direction to that support level. on euro dollar, we can see the downtrend, and it may continue to drop here to that support level. Okay, so you can see that from here, a bearish drop, 15 minutes. Euro dollar currently trending in that direction, so you might see the price again coming back to that support level here on euro dollar, and we may see that a potential downtrend continuation. And this is what also exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast. If you guys looked at the weekly forex forecast, this is what I discussed according to the weekly forex forecast, that for the market, euro dollar and other instrument, to how to do the movement. Now if you guys look at it, you can see that according to weekly forex forecast, this is what exactly expected in this market, and the market almost potentially following in that direction. I think it might be coming back to this support level here on this instrument on euro dollar. See that how far it might be going. What's happening with the UJ is keep dropping here. Would like to see that gold or Eurojpy, USDJPY. Come on, USDJPY. So if we look at here on the 1 minute chart, we can see that dollar yen here is this is the level that we have entered. The market dropped to that level, and you can see it's still maintaining the downtrend on dollar yen. And with that with the drop, with this gap, the market is still trending. It's the same pattern, guys. This is another example of, you can see that this is what we discussed in the previous advanced chart pattern. Once you understand it, it becomes easy, right? You can see that here is the same chart pattern here. Okay, so you can see that the market, okay, so this is the triangular pattern. You can spot it, triangle or any kind of structure. The most important part is to look at the structure. Okay, so if you look at here, we can spot that a potential triangle. Okay, because it's in a downtrend, the market has broken above and then boom, started to drop again in the major direction of the trend. So the goal here is to find out a breakout, okay, or a breakdown against the trend, breaking a significant level and the return back. That's where the high probability trade setup come. Now another, a curiosity is very important, guys. You know that intellectual curiosity makes better trader. Okay, so if you really want to be a better trader, so you must be very curious. So how can you become curious? Ask a lot of questions. Okay, a lot of questions. The more question you have, the more curious you become. Now, one very important question that we need to ask here is why, right? When the market does this, for example, here, okay, the ones that we have secured the successfully trade is here. All right, so this is the 1 minute chart. Why the market, after breaking like that, made bigger move? We need to look at the bigger move, not only move, right? So we need to find out the bigger move. Now the question is why, right? So why the market moves like that after making an unusual move or a false breakout or a false breakdown? After making a false breakout or breakdown, why the market moves in this way, the way it moves? That's very important question, right? So now, guys, let me know that in the live chat to see that if you guys understanding it, what could be the reason. So because it's important that you understand the mechanism of the market. What forex pair do you recommend trading? Also, should I limit myself to a few or all of them? First of all, it depends on your trading style. Okay, so if you're short in a lower time frame trader, then yeah, I would say that the volatile pairs, dollar pairs, and say USD. But if you are trading on the higher time frame, probably need more options. It's your trading style depending on, okay, because if you are trading on the higher time frame, one or two pairs may not give you trade setup every day, right? So it's important. So bring the euro dollar having a pullback. Okay, so that's why it is important that you know your trading style. I coach put some where after 3 years I've learned so much. I just 3 weeks when I started following your live session. Welcome. Yeah, definitely you'll see a big difference when you are following the live session, because in the live session there is a lot to take. There is a lot of discussion that we made here. You definitely so if we the most important part that we discuss in terms of finding a zone where high probability trade. So you can see that especially this kind of levels that we talk about, we talk in terms of dollar yen trade, right? So what are the reason, then what is the reason behind this zone, or the price to move after this kind of false breakout? You can see there's a false breakout and the market moved aggressively from that level. Okay, so this is a false breakout and the market moved aggressively, right? So this is the zone that we will be looking at, why the market moves in that way after such a important false breakout or breakdown, right? When doing the support, when drawing the support lines, do you draw from the week or from the candle? Yeah, from the week, because week is where the market moved or the price touched. It's important. All right, so will the trading pattern apply to bigger time frame or just one small? It can be applied in any time frame. So pattern can be applied in any time frame. It's the same in all time frame. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, the 1 hour. It doesn't matter, as long as the only matter is that if you are trading on the lower time frame, then you need to look at the high volatile sessions for using those pattern. Okay, because you need volume in the market, right? So you need a volatile volume in the market before you look at. So let's say you see this pattern in early Asian session, or that probably early Tokyo session, when there isn't volume, then that might just keep moving in a sideway. So looking at, let's say now, okay, it's a now there's a volume, right? So especially London and NY overlap, that's where I need to look at, right? So this is what the most important part, to find out a zone, a window of the timing or the session where you will be learning to become a better trader. Now let's see this question. Let's dig deep into that question. Why after break of this support or resistance. That means that why after a false breakout or breakdown, the market the market breaks or drops, right? So which is absolutely important, right? Now understanding mechanism is very important. This is what we are discussing here, guys, how to read this kind of mechanism. Now let's understand this from the psychological perspective. See, as I mentioned before, intellectual curiosity is very important as a trader, right? So if you look at here, the psychology behind the trader, right? So chart pattern also shows a relationship between the psychology of the trader, because those candles form from the psychology of the traders. So imagine that here, this is a market on dollar yen from the 1 minute chart. Now you can see here, this 1 minute candle, this doji, is a break of structure here and form a long wick candle. So now this is a very good bullish setup. This is a very good bullish setup. Why? Let's understand the psychology. When those candles are forming, that means that when this is very important education, make sure you pay attention to it. These candles are very important. Okay, so why? Because when you see this move green, it's an extension against the trend. So the sellers will be interested because this market is overbought here in that zone. And once the sellers will be interested, they'll sell. For example, after this candle, they sold, and their stop loss above this high, right? And then once this doji, once they sold here with this candle, the market just has gone up, hit their stop loss and return back. That's the false breakout or breakdown. Now this is called the liquidity gap. Why? Because when we are selling, let's say you are selling here, right? So when we are selling, we are actually at the same time buying. That's the paradoxical, right? So because when we are selling in that level, your stop loss is a buy order in this level. So you're telling your broker that, okay, I will be selling in this level, but in case the market goes up there, I will be buying. Now everyone is a smart, right? Everyone is a smart trader, like you and me, and everybody, retail trader, smart money, everyone is a smart trader. Now when this zone is a selling zone, everyone understand. Now when everyone is selling, who will be buying? There has to be a buyer. When you are selling, when you are buying, there has to be a seller on the other side, right? That's the understanding. Now when there is a lot of sellers, there's no buyer. How can you find a buyer? That's where the manipulation comes, or the liquidity gap. Now once everybody put their sell order, retail trader put their stop loss here, now the liquidity gap happens. Smart money, probably buy here just to move that price, move back to where there is a lot of stop loss. These stop loss are buy order. Now you placed a sell order, but here you became a buyer, and once you are a buyer, there is a seller, right? Then the smart money will be selling this market, and then this candle is being formed. And now the market has gone back up again. There's another wave of the same pattern happen over and over again. The more will happen, you can see this time there has been significant amount of liquidity grab, because after 2-3 attempts the more attempts is happening, the more traders started to believe that, okay, this market, once liquidity gap here drop, now liquidity gap here drop, that means that back to back 2 times a lot of sellers became buyer. Now it's a very good time to sell a big lot, just to see that that one also stopped out. And that's where the bigger volume, now the big boys become very interested in this market, and that's where the market started to move. And that's why in trading is opposite of the marathon. In marathon, first is the winner. In trading, last is the winner. So make sure you stay last and be fully patient to become patient trader, to become a consistently profitable trader. And in addition, let's look at what's happening here. Can we sell gold now if you have enough? British analysis coach will be looking at later. Now XAUSD, let's look at here. It's in a sideway and still not being, I don't see any good entry. Currently sideway. So the market sideways, so we can't enforce it to move in our direction. But we, in this short move on dollar yen, we have secured a successful trade. How many traders here had a trade on dollar yen, guys? I hope that you guys had it. See, this is the 1 minute move, and in fact in this move, this is only the move that we have see a nice trend and we have taken that. And that's what you see, this is what I was talking about, that once you grab that concept, you know that when the market is preparing for a move, and that's where you can find your entry, right? So as the market trends only 20 to 30% of the time, 70 to 80% of the time the market move in a sideways, and recognizing that impulse, that means that trend, is crucial when you are trading the market. I hope that making sense to you. And in the meantime, if it doesn't make sense, don't worry guys, stick till the end of this live session to know and learn and grow as a trader. If you're enjoying, also like this stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's look at gold bullish or bearish in this week. Got hit. We see that gold, we are not looking at weekly yet. So let's look at also the multi-time frame. Let me delete all of this. And here is, this is the monthly and the weekly. Weekly price action, I think that we might see that support to be broken from the weekly. This is the support here. Okay, very important level of support. And if we look at the daily, I think XAUSD may break that support level here. Look at here on our chart. Okay. This is the 4 hour. And in that movement here, okay, so this is a, you can see here a bounce, complete breakdown, retest, and then potentially trend. That's what you could see in that area on XAUSD. And lower time frame price action, in fact, doing the same thing here. So it may keep grabbing liquidity and then keep moving in one direction. Okay, so lower time frame, here you can see the market currently, um, again looking back the 1 minute chart, pretty choppy here, so you do not have proper entry yet. But once we see that entry, we can look for. So this is the trend line here on XAUSD, and with this trend line, could see that bounce here. As this is a trend line, Okay, so we can see the market currently in a narrow range on XAUSD. We are waiting for the entry, as you know that. And while we can see some move on euro dollar and also in dollar yen. We had a successful trade on dollar yen early today. Would like to see further into opportunity, especially on XAUSD. As soon as we will find that, we will be jumping on the trade. We need to understand this analysis. If you don't like, okay, well done, well done. Yeah, absolutely. We need to understand the analysis, and that's why we explain everything here clearly so that you guys understand it. Still, if you have any question, you can ask. Don't hesitate to ask any question. Now, this is support. From here, big bounce, drop to that support, another bounce. Okay, so and therefore in this area here is crucial level. It may break this support here and then could drop back in that direction. Okay, so you can see the market putting pressure on the support, creating series of lower high. So therefore it may drop and then could come back here. But this is a very narrow range, therefore still we couldn't find that entry. And we are almost nearly to the end of the session. We had a successful trade in the beginning of the session and would like to hold on to it for another opportunity coming. It is a great session starting of the week, not bad. So small two trades we have early today open, and tomorrow very volatile day also coming up. AUD news coming, and also we'll be looking to trade on that. I hope that guys you enjoyed this live session. If you enjoyed, make sure you also don't hesitate to join the free Telegram channel. You can find link below this video to stay connected. And I'll see you again very soon, trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you soon.